you need to just pick and choose. You can't be blabbing about your life to anyone and anybody. When you're having a conversation with someone, and at the end of the conversation, you always have to take a long break and be like, that's a sign you're feeling drained. Hi everyone, this is Arzu and welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be talking about aura. We'll be talking about energies that I did not believe it in the past, but now I do. I do believe that people got energy in them. So, what exactly is aura? I ran to Google Dictionary and it says the atmosphere or the quality of surrounding around a certain thing or place or person. I work in a place where I have to deal with hundreds of people every day, and I can feel that, someone else's mood is affecting me in some sort of ways. Like, for example, if you're in a really good mood and then somebody else really angry comes to you, that energy is certainly going to reach to me. I'm not going to be as in the good mood as before meeting that person. We always think that even if people around us are always negative, that's all right. We'll just take the fun side. And that works. That definitely works. But that's just going to take a lot of work for you guys. Believe it or not, the negativity is affecting you. And you're constantly struggling out to filter out the mind clutter. And do you want to do this every day? No, right? Definitely not. So you need to be very careful on what kind of energies you let into your lives. You can't expect to attract good vibes if you yourself are giving off loads of bad vibes. I came across a blog post where a wellness coach mentioned that if people around you are being negative to you, only to you, and not to others, take a look at yourself. You might be able to do something about it. And I'm not sitting here blaming you that you might be the problem. You might be the problem. You're receiving, bad vibes from others. But sometimes we may be at the wrong too. So we need to be very self-aware that we ourselves are not passing on the negative vibes to others. So how can you distinguish if someone has the energy matched for good with you? Number one, all right? Number one is body language. Body language speaks volumes. The things you cannot say, your body actually portrays it very nicely. You share a great news with someone, for example, let's say a promotion, all right? And then you can really see if they are genuinely happy, jealous, or just don't care. The up and down look, the don't care attitude, you can really see it in the face. You can really see it in their body. Just know that they are not giving off good vibes. Now, if you don't feel good about the promotion either, you can definitely say that they were not passing off good energy. Number two is feeling drained. When you're having a conversation with someone and at the end of the conversation, you always have to take a long break and be like, that's a sign you're feeling drained. I came across this word called psychic vampire or energy vampire, and it is a creature in folklore that feeds off other creatures, other living creatures. So we may have psychic vampires around us, energy vampires around us. So this word is used to describe a person who gets increased energy around other people but leaves other people drained of their energies. You can tell someone's an energy vampire if they always look down on your problems and they always pinpoint your small mistakes, and they never ever appreciate you. They always stop you from doing something productive, and they again always expects from you, but they take no accountability, taking the spotlight, criticizing or bullying you, and much more. You're always exhausted after meeting up to them. Number three is no connection whatsoever. So this does not mean that if you don't have the connection, you will be having bad energies around you means that, you know, both of you are not compatible but still hanging out. Even if the other person does not pass on bad energy to you and you don't pass on bad energy to them, still your vibes don't align, your vibes don't match. So it does not turn out to be good either. It's just going to ruin both of your moods. You should not hang out with people just because you are supposed to. You should hang out with people because you like to hang out with them. If you cannot share your high highs and low lows with the other person and they cannot do the same with you, he or she is not your, everyday go to partner or friend, because that is going to be toxic at some point, because both of you are just trying to make it up. Now I'm coming up to how can you protect yourself from these energies. Number one is be the best version of yourself. So the more at peace with yourself you are, the better your energy portrays. Find a hobby, do something that you love, because the more spare time you have, the more unnecessary energies you are going to attract. It can be anything, Just find a hobby. Educate yourself, read more books. This way you're going to be a better version of yourself. Give yourself time. Invest in your mental health, invest in your physical health. Take care of your skin, take care of your body. That's when you are going to be so full of yourself, so in peace with yourself, that all the outdoor things are just going to be background noises. Yeah, I heard this somewhere. Number two is be intentional on who you share things with. Happiness or sorrow, anything that you share with others, you need to be very intentional about it. You need to just pick and choose. You can't be blabbing about your life to anyone and anybody. That person has to be worth it to be knowing your life problems, to be knowing your life happiness. You don't have to go to everyone sharing how pathetic you were today, how embarrassing you were today. You don't have to do that. Number third is confrontation. You can actually tell people how you're feeling, like some friendships, some relationships needs a second chance, needs to be amended. So you can tell how, intentionally or unintentionally they have been hurting your feelings, they have been draining your energies, and how you're feeling low because of them. Telling them how you feel might create some sort of boundaries. And yeah, you can just have a healthy adult conversation about this. Step 4 is cutting people off. It does not mean that you have to, block them on social media. It does not mean that you should not pick up their calls or whatever, but you can create a subtle boundary between them and you, where their energies cannot enter yours, where their thoughts, their mood, their intentions do not affect yours. So next time you do something good, just don't tell these people. Cut him or her off your list to share your happiness with. This does not have to be dramatic. It can be subtle. So yeah, that's it. Bye. Take care and have a lovely, lovely day.